So I'm going to show you the video, and then what I'd like you to do is to sort of discuss then the video, and then come to some sort of assessment of where the school is on those 8 dimensions, right? And try to give it a bit of a sort of a rag rating. And as Trish is not here, Lena and I will sort of act as a sort of not the champion, but we will try to provide the sort of the contextual background and try and answer any questions you have, or provide any degree of amplification that a 12-minute video. It's very difficult to portray 5 years of work in 12 minutes, but so we'll try and sort of act as a sort of in her place. So let's see if I can get the technology to work.
The school is situated in the city of Bristol. The pupil roll is 270, and children are from a range of social and ethnic backgrounds. We have a staffing complement of around 20, which consists of teachers and learning support assistants. We work the school as a team, various teams who have particular responsibilities in relation to raising achievement within the school. And that's the way that we feel that our school runs efficiently, so that each person knows exactly what they've got to do within the team context, but we're all working towards raising achievement in the whole school. We have a very high focus on continuing professional development. From the outset 5 years ago when I took over as head, it seemed to be the most important way that we could improve the school by investing in the people that worked in the school, and by creating a culture whereby the school was perceived and is a learning organisation, so that pupils see adults within the school learning and they are role models for lifelong learning. So the question that we ask at the end of each day is, what have we learnt today and how did we learn? And that's something that staff ask as well as pupils.
One of the things that really struck me when I first came into this school was the positive feeling everywhere in the school, in the staff room, in the classroom, in the corridors. The head and the deputy head took out almost a whole morning just to talk to us about the school, about the ethos of the school, and about what they hoped we would get out of it, and also not only what we would get from the experience, but what the school would get from actually having us there. So we were given the impression that the staff here were just as willing to learn from us as we are obviously willing to learn from them, and that was something that I hadn't experienced before, and was refreshing and energising really, because we felt that we had really something to contribute.
What we really do feel is that teachers work and learn best from other teachers. So we try to include that as the main feature of CPD. So the kind of strategies that we would use would be to pair up teachers so that they would actually observe each other, they would monitor what's happened, and they would learn to give feedback. We also have a whole range of other activities which include coaching, and this is one which we're particularly developing at the moment, that the skills in coaching.
Yeah, well, I think
the school is organised in teams, and there are 2 main types of teams. One is the structural teams, and secondly there are the project teams.
The learning games have been set up at Hotwells as an out-of-hours project to enhance children's learning in Year 5, which is something that we've identified in our strategic plan. And hopefully that's a cross-party team which has been set up with members of both key stages at Hotwells, learning support assistants, and also members from our partnership schools in the Beacon project. We're also bringing in staff, and they're bringing in pupils from the school as well.
Will they come away with that? Will they've reached a consensus on what they think the most important confidence is? Right.
in their order.
Right.
I disagree, and I think that this is my strongest skill.
I've been involved in working with our 2 partner schools who are part of our Beacon project. We've worked together to look at how we can solve the problems, the common problems that we face within our schools, and really impact upon improving children's attainment in writing. And one of the ways in which we've done that is through using collaborative group work as a framework for helping children to learn to solve problems in a creative way, really developing their thinking skills. And we actually came up with the idea together that we would produce some story sacks. I think the pupils gain a lot from having teachers who come back into the classroom really energised by the work that they've been doing. They've had a lot of opportunities to discuss children's work and really focus in on what it is children need to do to improve. So I think when they come back into the class, the children really pick up a sense of the fact that their work is really valued, that somebody's really taking the time to reflect and analyse how to help them move forward.
Idyllic is a lovely word.
Yeah, after